Okay, I've had some ideas recently for the Ashlands, and I think personally we're going to see more Dverger. I think that they've been too much of a mining race in the Mistlands for them not to be somewhat involved in the Ashlands, where there might be quite a bit of things to be mined. And so, judging based off of this, we know they are seafaring. They got to the Mistlands from somewhere. It could be that their ancestral home is in maybe the deep north, or maybe somewhere on some islands in the ocean, or something of that sort. The lore is that they had moved to the Mistlands. The Seekers were there first, they moved in, and then the Seekers drove them out again, and then they're coming back. That's the sort of lore, I guess. They're coming back to mine some miner. Now, the interesting thing about this is that they had to come from somewhere. Could it be Deep North? Could it be Ashlands? Could it be oceans? It could be. But they have seafaring technology. They have all of this mining technology. I think we're going to see either them or some old mining operations made by them in the Ashlands. And what could we be interested in making with that? Well, we have some technology that we know that they've used and they've advanced on. They've used a lot of renewable energy sources. So we're talking Surtling cores, we're talking black cores, we're talking refined iter. There's also something interesting that comes with refined iter and everything, and well, the mechanical spring, which is built at the artisan table, which you get dragon tears to make. Thank you, Wiki, for loading. Anyway, you only get 2 to make the artisan table, but you get 10 from defeating Modare. Now, what's interesting about that is that you theoretically have all of this renewable energy that helps out with making a bunch of loot and such in the process of smelting with the blast furnace and whatnot, and tools for, the windmill and such. But that isn't fully renewable. It still takes some energy to make that happen. You still have to put coal in this, or you still have to have wind power the windmill. It's not totally automatic. It's more of a helper. It just helps you out a little bit. It's like, oh, we'll help you along. We'll make things more effective. And so I could totally see some dragon tier powered ships, maybe with a little bit of either black core or refined iter to help move things along in that sense. Maybe you have wind and you're faster because of the dragon tiers, but what gets you really going when you don't have any wind in your favor are the refined iter or the black cores. So I think a new Dverger ship would be really cool. I kind of wish we got one in the Mistlands, but hey, that's fair. If the lore is that they're just there for a mining operation, I get that. It seems kind of weird because they had to get there from somewhere. Probably not the land, but I don't know. The game's still in early access, still have a couple of biomes incomplete. Maybe we'll find out. Black cores, these being the new main powerful resource that we're getting into the later game, into the Mistlands and beyond. I think these are going to power our future things, just like how we went from Forge to Black Forge and so on. And I think that Surtling cores, especially if you have a Surtling farm at any geysers in the swamp, they are very expendable. And so I could really see a manual cannon that we could build for base defenses. That would be really, really nice. That could be powered with Surtling cores, maybe also with some, perhaps a refined iter, or maybe dragon tier in a recipe, but more likely mechanical spring. Made with iter, made at the artisan table, kind of combines everything together. It's already used in the ballista for base defense so that it rotates. I'm really not too keen on the ballistas right now, so having this sort of manual cannon that you could fire at will, sure, it could hurt friends and yourself if you're in the way, but it's not this automatic thing that'll just target you, or you have to configure it so that it loses a lot of its targeting power automatically if it doesn't want to target you. What a pain the ballistas are. I really like the idea of having a base defense that doesn't just shoot out a bunch of pierce. Maybe this one is a lot of blunt, and that could be very interesting. Could be a lot of fire too. Or maybe you could put a variety of ammo in it, like scrap and whatnot. So we already know, based off of some previous Ashlands teasers, that we have some siege weaponry getting teased, and we're gonna have use trebuchet and a battering ram. So that's gonna be very interesting. The power from those comes from somewhere, probably mechanical spring, if I had to guess. So that's interesting there. Definitely stock up on these before the Ashlands comes out, absolutely. But if there are siege weapons, there might be fortress defenses. And this, I think, is where this idea of a cannon comes into play. Because that could be a really good fortress defense that we could integrate in our own Viking style into our own bases. And I think that would just be a hell of a lot of fun. I would love shooting out Surtling cores almost like they're fireworks. You know, you can put them into your hotbar, put them on a campfire, and have them shoot out very bright fireworks. Very cool. Love doing that at the end of every run. That's always fun. But getting to shoot those at enemies, that's a different level of fun. Oh, man. Now, I talked about potential ship. I talked about potential cannon for like a base defense or maybe some sort of raiding tool. Maybe we could attach that to the ship. That would be cool. Cannon on a ship, hello, of course. However, I think in the Ashlands, if we are to find Dverger mines or something like that, what would be interesting would be a Dverger mine cart, or maybe even a mini mine cart train of sorts, powered by any number of these things. Could be mechanical spring, I would say black core, maybe refined eider. There was discussion not too long ago on my Discord server. Join if you would like in the description. And it was mentioned that, oh yeah, Dverger mini train powered by black cores, that would be cool. Not my idea, but I love that idea. I think there's so much potential with that. I think maybe we could put a cannon on the end of that. I don't know. That would be cool. It would be really interesting also to see one of those with mobs in it. That would be a really cool combat encounter. Maybe we have like a little bit of a chase scene and there's a Morgan coming at us and we're in the mine cart and we're trying to fire arbalests or magic or bow at it. Oh man. Just think of that. How fun would that be? That would be so much fun. Also, just the ability to process and really move these non-portable metals from the mine, continuing outward to our crafting outpost. Wow, what a concept. That sounds like so much fun, so much convenience. And I know that it probably takes some metal to lay down the minecart tracks. They're probably going to be in disarray, and we're going to have to manually repair them. But man, I think that's going to be so worth it. Just stock up on iron in the meantime, please. Please stock up on iron. They love to make things with iron in future biomes. They did it with plains, they did it with mistlands, they might do it with ashlands. Gotta stock up on your iron, stock up on your mechanical springs. That means iron and refined eider. Refined eider, of course, I think is gonna have a lot more use. You know, we got quality 3 upgrades for Mistland stuff recently. We might get quality 4 soon. We're gonna get it at some point. So do stock up. But what do you think of my ideas? I think I love these ideas. I love that the idea that was shared in the Discord was incredible. I think that's a lot of fun and gonna be really convenient and just a great concept for everything regarding Ashlands, lore, the gameplay, the aesthetic of it, just the game feel. But yeah, let me know what you think, and I'll see you guys some other time. Bye!